What is the most toxic way to play NBA 2K26? We all know the twos court is the most toxic game mode in 2K, but it feels like to me 2K26 is way more toxic than it has been in a while. So I've got a couple park gameplays against park MVPs. So these are all comp games, all right? Meta comp games, and we're gonna have a serious discussion about this game and this community as a whole. In Jeremiah chapter 29, God says, "Ye shall seek me and find me, when ye shall search for me with all your heart." Be sure to follow and search for God, y'all, with all your heart, man. Today, in today's world, in today's life, man, so many people, we put our heart and we go after and pursue so much other things that are really worthless, all right? You have a dream or something in your heart that you're idolizing, man. Seek God. Have God in your heart. Search for God in your heart, man. And once you find God and once God is in your life, and I'm telling you, it changes everything. So we all know twos is the most toxic game mode on NBA 2K. Pretty much every year is always like the cheesiest, most meta exploitative mode. Just the fact that it's make it take it and there's so much space on the floor. There's just a lot of crazy, cheesy, toxic stuff that goes down in the twos court, and it's been that way for a while. That's why every single year you guys see the top rep are always twos players, because it's a very, very quick and easy game mode. If you understand how to play twos, you can rack up easy rep because you're just getting wins quick. I mean, I'm having 2-minute games, 3-minute games, and especially when it's double rep, if you know what you're doing, man, you can get a lot of rep on the twos court. So that's why it's really toxic, because it's very, very sweaty, and it's like ultra competitive, ultra sweaty, especially now this year with the skill-based matchmaking in the parks, y'all. If you guys didn't know, there's SBMM skill-based matchmaking in every single mode. All right, so whether you're playing rec, theater, that was a horrible pass by me right there too, y'all. Look how I got baited right there. That was such a bad pass. But there's SBMM in every game mode, you guys. So it matters if you're a red plate, purple plate, all right? Even in proving grounds, all that type of stuff matters. You know, if you're gold or silver, diamond, all that stuff matters, y'all, in proving grounds. There's SBMM in every game mode, and it's made the whole game as a whole more sweaty. So the twos court is very sweaty. Rec is very sweaty now. If you're playing squad, rec is basically like pro-am or proving grounds sometimes. So the game overall is a lot more sweaty, but pay attention to stuff like this, man. This is the sad part and sort of what I wanted to talk about in this video of what the meta is. Look at this. He's L2ing. Look at this, y'all. They're L2ing on 2K26 on the twos court still. L2ing and long run midi fading, man. It's just like last year on 2K25. And that's what I wanted to talk about. How the L2 toxic off-ball decks meta is still the meta. It's still viable. And I will say, like, this year, there's multiple different ways to succeed. Like, there's not necessarily a clear defined meta. Like, this one particular play style is just crazy better than all others, because the same way that they're L2 dexing, man, you can still hide behind screens or ISO or play however you want to play and be successful, man. But it's the fact that this type of stuff is still in the game. The park MVPs are still doing it, man. You want to play against vet 1s, vet 2s, the legends, the sweats, man. They're L2 dexing on the twos still. And it's just insane, man. It's insane to me that that's how people like to play this game, man. And that's a conversation that I wanted to have, because when I play twos, honestly, like I said, y'all, it's so sweaty. And for me, the main time I play park is when it's double rep. So I'm just trying to hawk rep and get as much as I can. So when I'm on the twos court, you guys are going to see in these gameplays, I pretty much try to play sweaty. You know, I try to get games over with quick and do my thing, y'all. And people message me all the time saying crazy stuff. Oh, you're hiding behind screens, blah, blah, blah. But y'all tell me in the comments, what takes more skill, hiding behind screens or hiding behind an L2? All right, because at least when I'm dribbling behind the screen, I have to know All right, how to dribble, I have to know how to peek. If I want to do, hit a fade, I still got to time it, all right? At least when I'm dribbling, hiding behind screens, I have to know how to dribble and how to move and have to shoot off that. And as well as my center, shout out my guy Blick, all right? The center has to know how to hold the screen, when to slip, you know what I'm saying? When to hold the screen versus when to slip, all that type of stuff. At least pick and roll takes some type of skill, but just the L2 off-ball meta where you're just running around off-ball. And you guys see in these gameplays, I'm even running Speedster Takeover. The Gatorade Takeover, y'all. That really is the meta in the twos, to run around in decks and just to basically catch and shoot off the off ball, no dip off the off balls, run around, no dip, catch and shoot. You don't really have to dribble. All right, that's why you're seeing all these 6'9" off-screen shooter builds, just like last year. It's just like last year where they had a L2 center and they had a 6'4" running around with 99 speed, 99 agility, dexing around. I'm seeing builds like that, y'all. I played against a vet 3. He was on a 6'3", 98 speed, 98 agility build, just running around as a vet 3. And so that's the conversation I wanted to have, man. The fact that that is still the meta is just insane. And like I said, there's other ways to succeed. You can still ISO. But here's the thing about a lot of y'all quote-unquote ISO players. Most of y'all that quote-unquote ISO, you're just rim running. So that to me doesn't take skill. To me, it takes more skill to hide behind a screen and at least shoot. I mean, at least midi faders, even just the midi faders, at least they're shooting the midi, at least they're actually taking a shot. A lot of these quote-unquote ISOs, man, they're just running to the rim. They're rim running. They're shooting one shot a game, 1 or 2 threes a game. To me, that doesn't take skill. I'm seeing people in the twos court running blur takeover. People in the twos court running slasher takeover. Like, that's just diabolical to me. To me, that is absolutely insane crazy. People that are just rim running in the twos, especially this year, is so easy to shoot. The easiest 2K to shoot ever. I know I said that right as my boy misses the wide open shot for the game, but the easiest 2K to shoot ever. The fact that people can't shoot, you have to resort to rim running and all this type of BS, man, is sad. And look at this, man, the Park MVP. He was like a vet too, and he's Garbo, all right? They ended up quitting out. You saw that, man. So, as soon as he missed those shots, man, he's done. As soon as he missed those shots, he's done, man. And this is something else we got to talk about because I'm playing against Park MVPs, vet 1s, vet 2s, vet 3s. I'm playing against high-level players, man. And this game is not the only time it has done this to me, y'all. This is a known glitch in 2K26. When you're playing against Park MVPs or you're playing against people that, you're snapping their streak for the streak breaker, if they quit out, you will not get your 5 times rep. So this has happened to me multiple times, y'all. At least 5 or 6 times. I can count on, it takes me 2 hands, all right, pause, but I can count the amount of times. I even clipped it right here, y'all. Even clipped it, look. It does not register the 5 times rep after we beat them. Look, I stomped him. I put 20 on the Park MVP's head, man. We just 22 skunked them, and they both quit. They tucked their tail, and they quit. But we don't get rewarded, man. And this is not the only time it has happened, man. I'm beating Park MVPs. They're quitting, and they're crying. They're running away scared, and they're taking away my rep, man. I should have been hit vet 1. I should have been hit vet 2. All right, but look at that, man. You guys saw it didn't give us nothing. It didn't give us nothing. And then I even, we even checked. I stepped off. Or I thought I was going to step off, but we even checked after, because we had a daily challenge for beating the Park MVP. It did not count. So we did not get any of our rep. It did not count as a Park MVP beaten. That is a known glitch that has to be fixed, man, ASAP. Look at this last example. You guys see in the top left, it was my daily challenge to play a Park MVP in the park. All right, so they're pulling up on me. I'm on my brand new SGA build, all right, versus a vet 2 Park MVP, man. Also, y'all like the video, comment down below, do you guys want my 6'6" SGA build? Comment 6'6" or comment SGA, all right, because this build is insane. I actually do love my 6'6". It's growing on me, all right. I haven't posted it because I'm really trying to really lab it, and get the right feel for it, all right. But I'm loving my 6'6". You guys see, it didn't take my tempo right there against the Park MVP. That's another thing that has to be addressed, has to be fixed, man. It feels like the tempo, it does not even register half the time. All right, but for this final gameplay on the SGA 6'6", I wanted to just speak about y'all. Comment down below as well. What do you guys think is the most toxic way to play 2K? what is the least skilled way to play 2K? Is it people like me who maybe will hop behind the screen? Or is it the midi faders, the long runners? Is it the L2 dexers, the off ball? Is it the rim runners? I didn't really touch on it, y'all, but these 7-4s are still a thing on the twos. I played against a couple 7-4 post scorers. I've been playing against a couple of lineups where they're basically isoing on the center. They're having a post scorer or like a stretch at the center, and they're running a another center as well at the point guard. So I've been playing against teams where they're running two centers, so all they do is just chuck threes and try to horse the point guard. All types of toxic stuff, man. And with the way the SBMM is, like I said, y'all, Park is basically staged now with, you know, the sweat level, the competition level. Y'all let me know, what's the most toxic way to play this game? Comment down below what y'all think, man. And as well, let me know, do you guys want a guide to playing twos? Like I said, I normally play fives. Most of my videos are rec or pro-am, proving grounds, that type of stuff. Personally, I'm just a fives player. I don't really enjoy the park that much, but I've been playing it a lot more this year, strictly because of the double rep opportunities, you know, having a lot of boosts with the crew. I've been playing a lot more park, so if you guys want more park videos, more park gameplays, park builds, let me know in the comments, as well as let me know if you guys need, like, you know, some tools videos, all right? Because I could give y'all some IQ and some gems, how to beat park MVPs, you know, how to go crazy on the twos court. You guys have been seeing I'm averaging like 20 points, you know, efficient. This stuff is crazy. We're making them quit. I'm making these park MVPs quit, and I'm not getting rep. I'm not getting rep, man. They gotta fix that, y'all. So like the video, subscribe, man, comment down below. Make sure to follow God, man. Follow Jesus Christ. Follow the Holy Spirit, y'all. That's the most important thing, man. Search for God. Seek after God in all areas of your life, man. I promise you, he will make all areas of your life better. Like this video. Comment down below what y'all think, and have a blessed rest of your day. Peace.
Shout out Jack for this beat too.